Okay, I've started the recording. So, what did you
Hi,
decide to
YouTube.
do with downtime?
We
You
didn't.
you use Tremere magic. You fuck. That's what we decided, right?
Uh huh. If you
We
spend a
decided how I'm
night,
playing my character out.
I still don't follow your logic, but whatever.
and if you spend one night just completely oblivious to everything, not even drinking, just, experimenting on Darnell, I will let you have that first point of willpower back.
Oh yeah.
I do wish to say this. No one knew this before this point, but it feels very, very strange to say something like experiment on Darnell. Because the first Malkavian I ever made that lasted for like 6 months, it's his name was Darnell.
Your character in my game was Darnell, was it not?
Yeah,
I think
yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
you were a Assamite sorcerer
Yep.
thing.
So yeah,
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend one night. Did you say 1 or 2 nights?
One night. You can have just one night and then try to set up the drug thing if you want to have some sort of resources to show when inevitably Sabbat Elders show up and demand a report. Because sooner or later that is bound to happen. It's been, well, it's approaching 2 months of in-game time, so
How do you how much aggravated do I heal? I can't heal any on that night.
not on that night, no. You would be,
And so we got 7 days downtime.
I mean, it's up to you. If you want to take the full 7 days, then you
We
can.
need 7 days.
I'd
of
rather
downtime.
not spend a lot of time on downtime. Really?
If you're just dealing with mortals, then with taking just one night off, you're probably okay. Probably.
Can we take 2 nights off so I can be just -1 penalty on my aggravated damage? So I can heal 1 point of aggravated?
you poor vampire.
Like, if you can, I can totally take a week of downtime if you can improve my appearance back to 3 with that.
You can heal a point of aggravated certainly if you take 2 days.
Well, I've already established what this character does during downtime.
The same as usual. What the frick is that?
General threat assessment and cause the town to have long-term crazy effects.
Okay. You notice a vampire that you have not seen before then.
Or what?
Epic guys, Satan. In fact, you see him following on rooftops, tracking a mortal, and then grab that mortal and drag him off.
Looks like he's having fun.
You get the feeling that he is having a great deal of fun and that another clawed up corpse might be found soon, much like John leaves around. Based on your overall skill with Eyes of Chaos and picking things up.
Sounds like a good place to cause some long-term panic.
Why do bodies keep appearing at this bridge? We have people watching it day and night! How the fuck do they sneak past us?
Hi, nice to meet you. Oh, you don't want me here. All right.
Bang,
Hi, nice to
bang,
meet you.
Bang bang, ta 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 ta.
Oh, I'm going through the flower beds, going all the way down to...
What did I give him? Oh yes, cute. Yes, that works nicely actually. Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Want any rolls or anything for
No,
seeing possible effects, or...
no, it's fine.
All right, sweet.
We're just gonna assume at this point that you are successful at it and you are successfully maintaining like a constant state of, oh fuck, how does this keep happening? coupled with whatever other things other Sabbat vampires from other packs might on occasion do.
Yep. As I said, just trying to cause long-term chaos in general.
Good. Alexander, are you studying Darnell with the Zemitzi fuck?
Yes, I will be studying him. Also, I'll be giving him another pint of blood over 2 days.
Yep.
Or 2 points of blood over 2 days.
To Darnell.
That will mean he's bloodbound.
Ah, you want him bound. I don't think that's
Yes.
kosher usually, but that's usually
Well,
like
he's an
the proper
experiment. I
Sabbat.
can't have him running away again,
I see.
and I can't exactly have him.
He can't run away with it. He doesn't have legs. Just
True enough. True enough.
and
Okay.
actually, I was going to put forth that that's the first thing I would do is immobilize him.
Well, if you're going to do that, I guess it's not necessary then.
Okay.
It's more his brain I'm interested in. I want
Okay,
to pick his brain.
Anton, describe the changes you make in the course of studying him.
Also, I'll be taking notes of whatever he's doing to Darnell.
I'd like to remove his legs and his arms.
Remove them or just put them to the side. Fuse them with the sides.
You know what? Actually, I have a really good idea. I'm going to twist them around each other.
All right.
Okay.
I was gonna say that the answer is yes. You can add a third arm in the middle of your chest because you are Zemitzi. But I guess you
Oh,
would
wait.
be interested.
No, I don't. I'm not interested in. I'm interested in looking better, not worse and more monstrous.
That seems like that's against the path of metamorphosis. You should be both. You should have both worlds.
I mean, it's
You're right.
up to
You're
him.
right.
Right now he might be experimenting on making himself the perfect physical specimen as the mortals see it, and what he can learn from that.
No, he should have a third arm. He's replacing his dick.
That would be highly impractical. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, it would be very useless there.
Like
Well-
if you put it on his side or something, it might be more useful.
Well, I could say that it would be extremely practical for dick punching mortals, so if he wants to go for it.
You know, one thing that would work really good is if you've ever seen Afro Samurai, the third arm on the back that you can hide under a trench coat. That's like secret. Always grasping a sword.
How would that even
all
work?
run
How would
past
you keep such a thing secret? Would you wear a cloak all the time?
Yeah,
Why not?
Okay,
a duster, like a trench coat. Yeah,
alright.
like a cow.
So why don't you make me a okay. Make me
think it's
intelligence
strength.
medicine. Intelligence occult from Alexander and strength medicine. For studying Darnell. To see if you can learn something earth-shatteringly awesome. The strength medicine is just to see how well you fuck him up and disable him permanently.
What's the difficulty, considering I have 5 fault? If that helps any. And my
Roll
kindred
at
law.
6. This will be for the most part determined by the amount of successes.
Okay.
Difficulty was it again?
Does my kindred lore count for this?
Yes. So that would
That's
be
8
8 successes.
successes.
Okay. For you, Anton, it's 6 on the intelligence medicine and 7 on the strength. Okay, so that's the intelligence medicine one. What are your specializations for intelligence and medicine?
Chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry, mostly pharmaceutical.
And on
Knowledge.
intelligence?
Mechanics of the body, I guess, like physiology.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed very specific for intelligence.
Yes, I would say that. Did we discuss that?
For intelligence, we said chemistry. We said chemistry for intelligence.
No,
so.
that was for science.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, I'm
Maybe
good
it was
with
also
that.
your medicine, but
I mean,
good
for
with my-
medicine, he's like pharmacology, effects on the body, that kind of thing. You know,
pharmaceuticals,
yeah.
something like that.
Well, I'm okay with my for intelligence. Mine being just physiology.
That's just intelligence is supposed to be something particularly broad, like its
Yes.
attribute.
What do you mean?
That's-
What's an example? I've never done this before.
You didn't even look at them?
No. Kind of been busy.
Okay.
Well, you can put down something like analytical thinking, which would apply for this, like, you know, analyzing shit.
Yeah, go with that. That sounds much
do that.
better.
Yes, we'll do that then.
Okay, so that's 2 successes. Okay, so you carefully analyze the Thin Blood, and Alexander is able to find a great deal of information about Thin Bloods. And, well, you don't find anything new per se, but you are able to help Alexander pick out what is and is not actually legit, you know, from the things that he has in his library about Thin Bloods. So, you have a pretty good idea about how Thin Bloods function, and, well, which of those writings are essentially blowing smoke out of their ass?
Okay. So can I put very extensive notes on Thin Blood?
Like I said, essentially what you have been able to do is confirm information you already had in your library. Or, you know, determine that it is false. So, you would have notes on Thin Bloods in the sense that you know where to look for information on Thin Bloods and how trustworthy that information is. So it would help you, you know, find information on Thin Bloods faster in the future, essentially.
Probably a lot faster with 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
So essentially, you made a comprehensive, like, look through everything you have on Thin Bloods and how trustworthy it is.
Also, like, do I find out anything I didn't know about Zimishi? Since I was looking at his experimentations.
Well, you figured that Anton is not particularly exceptionally skilled, necessarily in the supernatural part of it, but it looks like, even though he's having a bad day and is wounded, like for Zemitzi, he's towards the skilled side of things.
Like, also, how long did you say we have downtime?
Like 2 days.
As long-
This sword, essentially, yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
up to a week, but up to us how long that is.
Can he roll to improve my appearance again?
That would take half a night, so yes, I suppose. Well, not necessarily half a night, but at least a scene, so suppose he could. Would that interfere with his regeneration? It's usually...
Like, I could do that afterwards.
It's essentially precision work, right? So, sure, he can.
Oh,
At what difficulty?
9.
9 as per
It's
the
9.
usual. This would
Don't fail me.
happen before the aggravated wound you are healing is fully healed, like on the night on which you are healing it, so...
Uh-oh. Well, do you want to go with that? Because I rolled for that.
Would that be two successes?
no, it'd be 1.
Okay.
Do you want me to Do you want me to re-roll that? Because I rolled it with 8 dice, and it should be 7 if you're going to do it that way.
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll it. There's always a chance you'll botch.
Don't fail me. Hey, you did better now.
Actually, that's enough that you're back to your normal appearance.
How does that work? It's 1 dot of appearance for each success, right?
Yeah, but I think it resets itself based off of the original, which at this point is 0.
Well, no, right now I had 1 appearance.
Maybe he'd go up to 4. I don't know.
Do I go up to 4?
It's worth taking a look at the exact wording of the power.
That's a good idea.
It's terribly worded.
I don't
There
mind you
al-
going up
always
to
are,
4
aren't they?
if there isn't anything against it, but I want to take a look at it anyway. God damn it, why do you start zoomed in at 175%, you piece of shit?
I've noticed. It's annoying.
I never have the problem.
Okay, so he has to spend an additional blood point for each dot of appearance increased beyond the natural total.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that works. Okay.
Like I can totally give him vitamin infusions if he wants.
I don't think we care about blood that much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, do you want to increase my appearance by 1?
Sure. It would be good science, good practice to see if I could actually do it. So I'll do that.
Okay,
Yay.
so you may set it
So
at
I'm gonna
4.
spend an extra point.
I look better than ever.
I'm assuming that you have drunk blood from the barrels, essentially, during the downtime, so
Yes.
Alexander...
How much blood would we need?
Loads. You can add 10 Vita infusions, I think. Actually, let's see. You are down how many points?
2 points, not counting awakening.
Okay, and Anton is down currently by 9, but does that count awakening and does that count spending like 3 blood points
Yeah.
just on experimenting?
Yeah, it does. I've been marking it down.
Okay. Okay.
And mine is just the awakening blood expenditure. I just have it up there. So
Okay. 3 to John, 2 to that. Yeah, you can add something like 10 Vita infusions to your stockpile.
Will I start at 8 blood points or what?
I'm assuming that you have essentially fed. We're gonna start after the blood has arrived and you have filled up for the night.
Okay.
yeah, and I am looking for any kind of danger that might be approaching the city and the mansion, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, up to
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
Also,
you
do any of you want vitamin infusions?
Yes, I was gonna ask about that. And as for you, Epic, you see far off in the distance a thundercloud over a shining ivory tower and a very angry German pacing back and forth,
It's almost like you've seen him before.
standing over a broken table.
Stare at immortal. Go. It was the Nazis.
Does he speak fluent Nazi? Chris? Yeah, do any of you guys want vitamin infusions?
They could be cool, but my character is not smart enough, so you'd have to actually point out that they're there.
Yes, I would ask you because I will otherwise have 18, which is more than I could possibly spend.
You would have to
I would-
tie them specifically to the person as you were making them. So the 18 you have currently would be tied to you. I think.
Yes, that's why I'm asking before I'm adding them.
Yeah, certainly. Having
I
some
would-
extra blood is always nice, but
I would give them to Anton if you're going to give them to anyone because he's low
Yeah,
enough
that's why
in
I asked
generation to
In
use
general,
them.
rather than just epic. Mitch, want any blood infusions?
Sure. I might
Yeah.
actually change my mind on this
So
BS.
you want? So
Bastard.
now, when I start giving you stuff, you all of a sudden you don't care that it's evil, dark
gifts.
magic of.
You're being nice. So, like I said, I don't hate you. I strongly dislike you. I'm reserving judgment.
I wonder what will
FYI,
happen.
whenever
Find out
Alexander
Yeah.
fed blood to Darnell, he would awaken and start trying to scream as you are experimenting, Anton.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to just close his mouth.
You guys can add both 3 vital infusions to your sheets.
What about John? Are you giving him an emergency stash?
I could give him 2. Sure.
Just 2? You don't
Yeah.
have enough for yourself?
I want at least 10 of them.
Oh, I see how it is. You're a greedy cunt.
Just go add it to his inventory. In bold letters. If possible. So he actually knows he has them.
Satan will give you a hug when you make them for him.
Hey. No problem.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. There we are. So what do you wish to do as you gather? Well, actually, this would be the 3rd night, since, 2 nights of downtime, then on the 3rd night you would be... On the 3rd night, just set your blood pools to 1 minus max as you gather.
Okay.
Same goes for
We
you,
gather
Anton. You
once
would
more.
have... All of this is counted as you having essentially filled up on blood barrels, so you would be at full. -1.
Also, if I used aspects during the time when I was watching him do his work,
I assume you would have, yes.
so does that count for you for my path? To not lose points in that?
Yes, it does. Trying to pick out microscopic differences in the flesh of a thin blood would count as exercising and pushing the limits of aspects, especially considering how low on it you are. Well, you're at 2, so you can get a -3 on perception, so in theory you can pick out some things. Yes, Jackalor, you hear that? They're coming for you. They're coming for you. There's nowhere left to hide. As the 2 of you watch Anton over the barrels, or sorry, not Anton, Alexander, you see his face filled with stark horror as he hears in his mind a scream of a child in the distance.
Who? Who hears what?
He says, with snapping out of his trance, noticing the 2 of you looking at him.
Hey, can I actually, if we're alone or we're all together, can I actually address everyone while we're all together?
Don't see why not.
Okay, guys, listen, I have some skill in certain things, and I've been kind of giving some thought to some of the stuff we can do in this city to make our presence a little more of an impact. And I could actually do a lot of really good stuff with medicines, just any kind of medicines that you happen to run upon. And was wondering if we could actually kind of pull our resources together and get something going on that front. Maybe raid a pharmacy, something like that, something fairly simple.
We could do that. I have some heroin. If you're interested in filling a mortal up and draining them.
He just thinks you're trying to get high. Awesome.
Yeah, I just said that because I just have heroin, and I know I would probably be aware of the effects it has on Kindred.
Alexander, you could try to give that to Epic. His path means that he would probably just take it and go play with the fairies.
You know, if he asks, I could totally give it to him because I don't have any other use for it. I have a brick of heroin that's literally just sitting there.
So good thing the cops didn't get to search the house, huh?
You have heroin.
Yes, I acquired it. Well, I was one night from a person who won't be needing it anymore.
I can probably devise something with that. Make that stretch and go longer. I could work with that. But, we're going to need more than just that. I'm looking to make something a little more low-key, something that the police aren't going to be super conscious of right now. Because who wants a police raid on this mansion right now?
No.
You happen to...
Police!
What?
Oh, sorry. What was that?
It's the priest. High priest.
FYI, you don't currently have any human servants. So
Yes.
the cups
Oh, yeah, it's
remains
actually-
are still splattered all over the entrance room.
That's right.
Yeah.
I managed to get some good targets for that, but we didn't go with it.
Yeah. I was going to ask him. Yes. Have you found? Have you got any potential servants yet?
Were you supposed to get any? Did he tell you to?
Yes, I
Yeah,
told
he
you
did.
that at the end of last session. To do that.
It was actually the session before.
Oh.
Then the stuff happened last session.
I don't remember which session it was. It is.
It was 2 sessions ago, but I managed to get 8 successes
Are
on
you food if I...
finding some decent people to get. So
Yeah, I don't think it was 8 successes. I think it was 7.
maybe it was 7.
Or I don't know. What did I actually know? I think it might have been even less.
No, it was 7 at least.
I think I did say that you got like 3 or 4 targets. I think it was 3, but I'm
Well,
not
there's
sure.
there's a row.
You
There's a row of 6 successes somewhere, but
yeah. I rolled at least 7, I remember, and
there's a 9.
you said
or
that
10.
with the limited amount of time,
Mhm.
that the only things that were really found was the people that work for the butcher shop.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'll be making a roll for the Vita infusions.
Yes, make one roll for all of them.
Intelligence.
I'll just have you I'll just remind you that if you had spent the extra night on continuing to learn the ritual, you could have actually memorized it by now.
I know.
But no, he had to play with the Zamitsi.
I got some targets. Didn't really do anything with them, but they were there.
Also, what should I do with the brick of heroin? Who wants to claim that? Out of character.
What does heroin do?
It's the thing that gives you +1 to all physical stats if you drink some immortal's blood in it.
As in, that was in character. Satan, he has started yapping on about stats and crap. You're not sure what that means.
It makes a more powerful vampire.
Stats are a technical
why don't you
term.
want it?
Yes, that's our tactical term.
Yeah. Wait. Why would you give that up? That's important.
Well, do you want it? I don't want it. I have no need for it.
Why don't you have need for it?
Do you have need for it?
What page are the
I
drug
don't really-
stats on, by the way?
I can't remember which page.
I don't really care about getting more strong. I don't need that. This is pretty hilarious. Let's see. Drugs were somewhere. States
I
of
think they were in the health section, but
It might have been in health.
everybody can remember.
Yeah, that +1 crap, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it is. I
That-
knew that was bullshit out of character completely.
I thought it gave it. Oh, whatever.
No.
No.
The only one I
Jack
know
Long.
of. Yeah, the only one I know of that actually does what you were talking about was they can increase strength or, speed, but And one of them, in fact, affects vampires with celerity in a particular way. But they don't generally just do that. They usually have very bad things go with it. Here we go.
A dreamlike state for 12 minus stamina hours. Oh.
What page is it?
Subtracts 2 from dexterity and all ability dice pools for 10 minus stamina minutes. And experiences a dreamlike state for 12 minus stamina hours.
310, Jack Laurie. Don't worry about the page. The important part is that I know what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They have cool effects. They really do.
Well, must have misread something somewhere. Oh well.
Satan, roll me some spontaneous insight on the heroine at difficulty 9. To see if you can realize just how fun it would be for a vampire to take that on your particular path.
Nope.
Yeah. You're pretty sure that you have grown beyond using that, but if you got these others to take it, perhaps you could convert them. This is a substance that can help vampires realize the amazing nature of the path you walk, and is practically a magical conversion powder.
I'll have it.
See, Mr. Elder, sir, I got you this vessel. It has been well prepared.
No, I know exactly what I'm going to do with this, especially if you give me a night of downtime.
All right. As long as you know.
So I looked it up, and I could actually make crocodile with heroin.
Too late, I got it.
I'm just saying, I looked it up. Y'all know what crocodile does, don't you?
As Anton
Nah,
Oh,
is...
crocodile is not something you ever want to have anything to do with. Trust me.
Anton, as you realize that you could actually make that, you see that Satan has reached out his hand, and while Alexander is deep in thought, looking vaguely in your direction, is slowly tugging the brick out of Alexander's hands.
So you want it?
I want.
Tug, give.
I look over to Anton. You want it?
Make a larceny check, Satan, to see if you can get it while he's talking.
Sounds like a great idea.
I would rather use it. I think I
Quick
can make
roll.
it better.
Roll before Alexander can do anything.
Where is that dang
Where
thing?
did you
Let's see. Didn't think
Share
so.
it
Okay.
down. Cut it up in half or some shit.
You feel Alexander take your hand with one hand and try to pull the heroin out with the other. It's possibly not as casual and noticeable as he intended it to be.
Look, you can have it as long as you share it with Anton. It's fine.
Yes, I will share it with Anton.
And look, come over here before he runs off with it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Actually, with heroin, all I can really do with it is actually refine it more. Make it more.
Making it in crocodile wouldn't be refining it as much as...
No, it'd actually be
you think it is.
watering it down. Actually, crocodile just makes it stretch.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
a very
heroin
big
for
brick.
poor people.
I just mentioned it because we could have the first U.S. city that has an epidemic of this drug that eats people's faces off.
Well, it's more like makes their skin die, become necrotic.
Yeah, which is what I just said, but in a
Make
cooler
sure
way.
that your flesh eating. Oh yes, that's a thing I forgot. Anton, I want you to subtract 4 blood points actually from your system, as and set yourself at 2 wounded lethals, two lethal levels of damage, as apparently you lose some of your flesh as you degenerate each night, as the disease you have gotten infected with is trying to eat you while you sleep during the day.
Oh yeah, he got 2 botches on that. Shit.
You know,
Fun.
finding roll, not the not the other stamina roll.
Well, before I would make sure I'm presentable, so I would have actually healed up.
Yes.
So I'm gonna deduct 2 points from my blood here and go back up to injured.
In completely unrelated notes, Priest, when you're planning the next Voldery?
I do this generally when people are actually, not verge of death or wounded or
I'm injured.
these kinds of things.
Otherwise, unpresentable.
Yeah.
I just look bruised.
In what
You're not.
what did those aggravated wounds come from originally? The ones that you have. Claws, right?
Yeah. I
Those
got in
were,
a bit of a scuffle with a lot of stuff.
yeah, those were John's claws. So yes, you clawed up somewhat.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you stand before the barrels of blood, thinking your own thoughts. John is, as usual, who knows where. You're pretty sure he was here earlier, but he appears to once again have gone, as he probably got bored with the yapping and decided to go find a mortal to torture.
Yep. All right. So, was there anything else here? Who else is here? Why are you here? Why are
Who's
we
he
here?
asking out of character to this? Like, who's he talking to?
That doesn't deserve an answer.
Who was he talking to?
It doesn't deserve an answer.
Alexander. Yeah, you wouldn't on that. We decided that was a lot of... Never mind. Let's see if we can get something on the others. This is for the meat, see? Crap, I rolled secretly, but it's still not good enough, so it's fine, you're safe. And now for the Malkavian. If Ashmit manages to reach the Malkavian, that's when the real fun begins. Nope, still not 3 successes on 9.
Poor bastard.
And I'm gonna say that since things have calmed down on your end, yeah, he doesn't really have a beacon leading to you at the moment anyway. Anymore. As in those were his
Don't
last
worry.
attempts for a while.
Yay.
But the
sorry.
gazebo
So-
got 3 successes, so that's good.
The gazebo hasn't wilted yet.
My flag is still there, right? Right.
You haven't looked recently.
Check it then.
The viewer called Kane Vampire is asking, is this Dark Ages? Well, not yet, but if the Sabbat assholes here keep doing what they're doing to this town, it soon shall be.
Well, at least we're not nuking it to the Stone Age.
Don't worry, we did that in the Camarilla.
Yes, you did that to Springfield, you sick fuck. Okay, Satan turns around and walks out of the room, heading towards the back of the house. Do any of you follow him?
No. I'm guessing we drank up all the blood in the barrels.
The barrels are currently full. You can drink up if you wish.
I'm gonna fill
Or
up.
I'll be doing that. Point of
Keep
blood
a
there.
running tally of how much blood you take. So
That's 14 currently in the blood in the
write it in
barrels.
the chat, like how much is left after you take your drink. Like this. 14 out of 15.
Okay.
So how much did you take, Jekyll?
1 point, as you see there
Okay.
in the chat.
Text chat, the roll 21. Satan, as you go outside, the flag is nowhere to be seen. The gazebo glistens darkly in the night air as if it had been freshly oiled or lacquered or otherwise prepared.
I don't know. Do I notice anything strange about it? If not, I'm just gonna make another flag and put it up there.
It's pretty noticeable in that it has, well, it looks fresher. Enough so that it's clearly noticeable, like someone has gone over it with a fine brush and very carefully touched it up and made sure that it's perfect. And someone seems to have filled in the ditch dug in the back as well, where you used to dump the blood.
That one's actually a little weird. Hi, guys!
He comes back in.
Did any of you fill Tartarus?
What?
Do I have any academics? Yes, I have 4 dots of academics. Do I know what Tartarus?
You should know Tartarus.
Yes,
that's
it's pretty
simple.
basic.
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe I have had any contact with the prison of the Titans.
Oh, none of you filled Tartarus?
No, we don't.
Odd.
Why do you ask?
Tartarus has been filled.
Well, yes, it was quite some
right
time
out.
ago as well.
All right,
So,
I'm trying
were
to
you going
see.
to drink any of the
Let's-
blood there?
I'm out the door.
Okay.
Okay, you go. Have fun. Whatever you do.
I'm going to go and check what happened with our hole. What happened to the hole?
I ignore him from now on.
Okay, so you go
Go
back
back
out
inside.
to the gazebo. Do either of you follow him?
I do not follow him. In fact, I'm going to go ask Anton if he wants any Vitar infusions.
Sure. If you want to make me some blood coins, fine.
Okay, Satan, do
I
you
pick
wish
up-
to roll a perception investigation on that?
Yeah, for the first one at least.
Oh, I just thought of something I didn't have that I didn't think of earlier because I forgot I had aura perception. But never mind. I don't have any empathy.
And if it's all right, I'll actually see about activating Auspex too. Because yay, 3 dots of that stuff. Eight dime-sized stones.
Stones. You do
It's-
know. Draculor, I will start making people roll for not losing them, because if you can't string them up properly, because those are a bitch to drill into.
I'm not planning. I'm putting them in pouches.
In
Small
pouches.
pouches.
So that's a dexterity check on trying to actually drink them in combat without dropping them.
People have
Thanks.
pockets, right?
You
Thank you.
you
Also, I'm
fail a
guessing you're
roll
not
and they go
supposed-
rolling
whatever.
all over the floor. The Camarilla Trivia laughs and casts fire at you.
Whatever.
All right. So
Well, I
difficulty
guess I
on
can
the.
pick up dimes instead. If you're so interested in dimes.
So,
Pennies, whatever.
Pennies are a lot easier because you can get 100 for $1.
okay,
What if-
so
where you find 100 pennies?
anyway,
You
so
can
Go
find
to
them
a
at any
store.
cashier.
Go to a
Fuck's
store, give them
sake.
$1, say you need pennies. They will give them to you.
Oh,
So,
sure. I
Satan,
add like 1,000
base
pennies to
difficulty.
my sheet.
Yes.
base difficulty 6.
Okay. Is that decreased by aspects?
If you wish to use aspects, then it is.
Yay. I did say I wanted to use aspects.
I heard. Okay, as you run your hands over it, you can see where the actual lawn has been transplanted to fill the scar in the landscape that John's digging had left. And you see signs of work elsewhere around the backyard, almost as if some people are coming in during the day to try to make this place livable. For some strange
Oh
reason.
my god.
I know, right? That's fucked up.
No, the reason this is real fucked up, there is kind of, there was a lot of bodies here.
You were just dumping them in the trench?
That's what John was doing.
Oh, that's right. Let me just add something that you don't need to worry about.
So, yeah, I'm taking advantage of Aspects 3, the Spirit's Touch. Let's see what happened here.
Okay, you're just trying to use it on the earth?
Mm-hmm.
That is usually for an object, so this would be a difficulty 9 thing, if you're just running your hands over the ground.
Well, I got 6 successes, dude. Was there any particular spot here that might have been pretty good? I don't know.
Not really, no. Doesn't look like they
Right.
have left any of their actual tools around, and, well, you know.
I'm glad I can remind you how we fuck up.
I'm sure Alexander wouldn't care. It's fine. It's not a threat.
By
Yeah.
the way, Anton, you can add 4 Vitae infusions to your sheet.
Well, I'll give it a try. God damn it, this couldn't be a
Each-
vampire
An
thing, could
older
it?
cop says, Jimmy, if you get a call for that house, just ignore it. It's for the best. Trust me on this. You'll learn if you stay on the force long enough not to go there. No matter what
No,
they
we have a
say.
house on the hill.
Okay. Well, shit.
You're just a ritual to create a haunted house.
Well, shit, I suppose the fuckery needs to end, because that is a good roll. On the aspects. Your sight takes you back in the past, and you see the master carpenter, on Darnell's order, slowly putting the gazebo together, in accordance with Darnell's plan to actually fix the backyard and make this look like a house fit for his master.
Mystery solved.
Yeah, that was on the day when you told me to do something really weird and fucked up, so I decided to make
Oh,
a
no.
perfectly ordinary gazebo.
I actually was mostly expecting this to be a normal gazebo ever since the second session after it.
I was just looking at it like, why would he do this? Why would anyone do this?
Just to fuck with you, mostly.
That's called gas lamp. No, Gaslighting, I think it is.
However, that wasn't the important bit I really wanted to find out. So, people came over here and found a ditch full of bodies.
Yeah. People noticed. They decided to
No
fill
more,
it
no
in.
more people are coming over here now.
No, they saw an arm and a leg sticking out, so they just filled it in and pretended not to notice, and they all went home separately to call the police, call the hunters, call whoever they could think of.
Well, to be fair, this is a cemetery.
Yeah, not with those arms and legs having fresh claw marks.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue.
And they were essentially dumped into a mass grave as opposed to buried with respect without coffins or anything, which is also kind of a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
So
All
what
right.
the house ritual?
So, come back in here. Go up to what's left of the blood. Take a blood point.
Slurp, slurp,
Turn to
slurp.
Alexander. When
He's
the bear
still-
comes in,
He's still
I cannot
chanting.
ensure your survival.
Alexander, at this point, is still chanting, by the way, so he
Yes,
doesn't
he has
pay any
gone-
attention to you.
I'm not paying any attention to you. Also, I'm going to roll 10d10 difficulty 5 again.
Yes, indeed, epic. We're logging the expenditure of the nightly blood in the chat as we go. Leech did it for you.
No, I took my own.
Oh.
Oh, in that case, you are out for the night. It's gone.
I was like, oh, he'll take all of them, so I might as well get me a drop. I didn't really fill up.
Okay. So the gazebo storyline is done. Or so you think.
So you think?
So, do y'all want to? How do you want to approach this idea of raiding a pharmacy?
I would go with. I'd totally be on with it if I had any physical stats.
Yeah.
Like I could use my presence on it to make people not be nearly as worried about it.
Meet Anton, you have heard some of the really occult guys talk about these so-called stats as a way of ranking vampires' abilities. It just makes him sound like a total nerd to you.
I just kind of look at him and squint.
Narrow-eyed glare.
Just like no physical attributes. Well, we are vampires, but more to the point, I don't really think we have to just walk in there gung-ho, guns blazing.
That is why I
drop my
suggested I use my my presence for it as well.
They have a closing time, which is normally pretty early. I suggest we just get in to a closed pharmacy. Don't set off the alarms, and just take what we want. Hell, take a
I
double
guess I
bag
should
and
be
fill
able
everything.
to disable the alarms.
Or so you think.
No, look, there's a keypad, and we have a Malkavian. I've seen them be able to do things before.
Sure, just get a hold of him, will ya?
Satan is meanwhile
Now-
turning the corner outside the gate.
He's gone.
You could run after him.
The thing is I kind of don't think my character
Need 5 more
would.
experience. I start creating rituals of my own.
The way we discussed it in Springfield, you can create a ritual. Essentially, you could create a level 1 or level 2 ritual at the moment. And with Nietzsche having to step away, we can take our 2-minute break here, especially since we are right at the end of a part anyway.